everybody, I'm Tamisha and welcome back to my kitchen. You are watching No More Mondays, and today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious and extra impressive dessert for your friends, your family, and your co-workers. I'm going to show you how to make a pineapple upside down cheesecake trifle. So I'm not even going to babble on. Let's get right into preparing this. So I have my skillet already preheated. In this bowl, I have 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of butter. So we're going to get it into our skillet and get our butter and our brown sugar all melted. And what we're doing here is we're going to create that glaze that you find in your pineapple upside down cake for the topping. So we're going to create our glaze, and then in this bowl that we're going to add into this, once this starts to melt down, I have 60 ounces of pineapple tidbits that I've already drained, and 60 ounces is about 3 cans. I'm making a large trifle, so you can either scale up or scale down, depends on how much you're actually going to make for your friends and your family. So once this starts to melt, then we'll come back and get our pineapples in it. All right, so this is nice and bubbly. I'm going to go ahead and add about a teaspoon of vanilla to this. Now, if you wanted to at this point, you can add in you can add in vanilla like I just did. Another great addition, oh, that vanilla smells good. Another great addition that you can add into your brown sugar butter would be some rum as well, if you have it, or you can do a rum extract. You can get as creative as you want to start layering your flavors into this. So I'm going to go ahead and get my pineapples into our pan. And you want to get this cooked down until all of your pineapples are nice and coated and kind of caramelized. And we're going to use these pineapples as one of our layers for our trifle. Alright, so I'm going to turn this up just a little bit more and let this go until it's nice and sticky and caramelized, and then while this is cooking, we're going to move on to our cheesecake filling. Alright, so we are going to start on our cheesecake filling. This is going to be a no-bake cheesecake layer, and what I have in the bowl already, I have 3 8-ounce blocks of softened cream cheese, as well as 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I'm going to show you a quick trick because I still have to add 1 more block of cream cheese. If you a quick way to soften your butter or your cream cheese is I have this glass jar. Just set your stick of butter or your block of cream cheese into a glass jar, and it will help speed up the softening process. So we're going to add in this last block of cream cheese. And like I said, I'm making a pretty large trifle, so if you don't need as much, if you're going to make a smaller amount, just use 2 blocks of cream cheese for your filling. So I have 4 blocks of cream cheese. To that, I'm going to add in 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. My kids love this stuff growing up. You know, I would buy sweetened condensed milk for holiday baking, or you know, if I'm making something during like Thanksgiving or Christmas, or just any recipe period, and I'd buy it, and then when I'm ready to bake, I'm looking in the cabinet for the condensed milk, like where in the world did it go? Because I know I didn't use it. They drank it. So yeah. So we're adding in our 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to add in about 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And for your cheesecake filling, you can get as creative as you want to with this. Just like any other cheesecake, you know, you can make a chocolate cheesecake, you can make it with strawberries. the fall, so maybe you want to make it into a pumpkin by adding pumpkin. You know, cheesecake is, the possibilities are endless with that. The same with the trifle. You can be so creative and do your trifle so many different ways. So, all right, I'm also going to add in just a little bit more of vanilla. I think I'm actually down to the end. Yeah, I am. That's okay. This is going to be flavorful enough on its own. So I'm going to give this a good mix. You want to beat this and mix it up until it's nice and whipped and fluffy. So that's what we're going to do now. Alright guys, so our cheesecake filling is done. It's nice and whipped up and smooth. So this is the consistency that you want. And I'm going to take this and let it sit in the refrigerator for a few minutes. And we're going to use this as a layer for our trifle as well. Alright guys, so we're going to get started on our third layer for our trifle, which is going to be our cake filling. So this is another part that you can get as creative as you want to for your trifle. I've seen it done with donuts. I've seen it done with croissants. You could use pound cake, brownies, cookies. It's all up to you and how you want your layers for your trifle. So today for our pineapple upside down cheesecake trifle, we are going to use just a standard yellow cake. So I already baked, cooled, and cubed our yellow cake, and so I have this, and I also have just a little bit extra just in case this is not enough for our layers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get all of our ingredients back out, and we're going to start getting this trifle assembled. Alright guys, so it is time for my favorite part. It's time to assemble our trifle. Now to me, what makes a trifle so special is its beautiful presentation. You have layer upon layer of ingredients and flavor, and when it all comes together in a clear dish, it is absolutely beautiful. And your friends and your family are going to feel so special when you present this to them. It is something that you made, but it is so easy, but definitely pleasing on the eye. As you know, we eat with our eyes first. So a trifle is just absolutely it's elegant. It really is. It's elegant, but it's a simple dish, and it'll make anybody feel special. So we pulled out all of our ingredients for our layers. We have our cake, we have our brown sugar butter pineapples. I also have some pineapple slices as well as some maraschino cherries, our reserved pineapple juice that we're going to use to drench our cake with, and of course our no-bake cheesecake filling. So what I'm going to do is start to get our layers created, and I'm going to start by getting our pineapples in our bowl first. And you see I'm just using a glass bowl for ours. And I know that there are special trifle dishes that have the stand on the bottom. That would even make for a greater presentation, but just use what you have. As long as it's clear, it will be just fine. All right, so I'm going to get these pineapples in the bowl, and then I'm going to show you something special to make this look really pretty once we get our layers assembled. All right, so all of our pineapples are in a bowl, and what I'm doing is just putting the pineapple slices up against the inside of the bowl and adding our maraschino cherries to the center, and that's going to make a beautiful presentation once we get all of our layers in here. And these are just pineapple slices that I cut in half. All right, so next up we're going to add in our cake layer. And I think I'm actually going to have more than enough cake for all of our layers. You want to make sure that you get it all around your edges and then fill your center. All right, so our cake is in our bowl. What we're going to do now is just take some of that reserved pineapple juice and just put it on top of the cake. Not a lot, because you don't want to drench it too much, because you're going to have the moisture from the pineapples on the bottom, as well as the cheesecake filling is going to be on top. So you don't want a soggy cake. You just want to just add the pineapple juice for extra flavor. So next we're going to get started on our cheesecake layer. All right, so now we are going to add in our cheesecake filling layer. You're going to get it along the edges because you want it to kind of seep down through the front just a little bit. And we're just going to repeat this until we get up to the top. I should be able to get about one more layer of all of our ingredients in here. So when I come back, I'll show you what it looks like once we get to the top layer. All right guys, so we have our trifle assembled. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going around the edges with my piping bag, and in here is just a little bit of whipped cream. This step is totally optional also. Okay. And to finish it off, a little bit of a cherry on top. We're just about done. And of course, let's go ahead and put a cherry right here in the center. And there it is, you guys. This is our Pineapple Upside Down Cheesecake Trifle. All right guys, there you have it, our beautiful Pineapple Upside Down Cheesecake Trifle. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video today, and I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with your friends. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you are interested in giving this a try. And as always, for more videos in the future, do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell to get notifications of any time I post a new video. I like to post cooking videos, recipes, grocery hauls, as well as taste test videos. So if that's what you like to watch, definitely hit that subscribe button. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thank you so much for watching today.